If you're not from Utah, you may have heard that in some states you cannot get divorced unless you have a legal separation order or unless you have been separated for a certain amount of time beforehand. Not so in Utah. To get a divorce in Utah, you have to meet these requirements. First, you have to be a resident of the state of Utah. The petitioner, that's the one who files the divorce action, or the respondent, who is the one against whom a divorce action has been filed, has to be an actual and bona fide resident of Utah and of the county in Utah where the action is brought. Now, if you or your spouse is a member of the U.S. military and thus not a legal resident of the state of Utah, then either of you can file in the county where the petitioner has been stationed in this state under military orders for 3 months prior to the commencement of the action. Second, you have to be married. That should come as no surprise. And third, you have to have grounds for divorce. By far, the most common grounds asserted for divorce are what is known as irreconcilable differences. But other grounds include impotency of the respondent at the time of marriage, adultery committed by the respondent subsequent to marriage, willful desertion of the petitioner by the respondent for more than 1 year, willful neglect of the respondent to provide for the petitioner the common necessaries of life, habitual drunkenness of the respondent, conviction of the respondent for a felony, cruel treatment of the petitioner by the respondent to the extent of causing bodily injury or great mental distress to the petitioner, incurable insanity, or when the husband and wife have lived separately under a decree of separate maintenance of any state for 3 consecutive years without cohabitation. Although it's not true, many lawyers and even judges will tell you that you also must, except under extraordinary circumstances, wait at least 90 days from the date of filing before a divorce can be granted. So even though that's not true, be prepared for that possibility. Divorce consists of 2 parts: dissolving the marriage and then disposing of all the other issues, such as property and debt division, child custody, child support, alimony, etc. Usually these 2 parts occur at the same time, but they don't have to. So if you want to do what's known as bifurcate your divorce, you can dissolve the marriage up front and then reserve all the other issues for resolution, such as debt division, child custody, alimony, etc., for a later time. Now, do you need an attorney to get a divorce? Although it's not recommended, some people choose not to use attorneys to handle their divorce, and you don't have to hire an attorney. You may choose to complete a do-it-yourself divorce. But if you have any questions, please contact an attorney before you file anything with the court and before you sign any kind of agreement with your spouse. And you have to make sure you do this before the court issues any order. If you have any issues or questions relating to property distribution, debt allocation, child custody, child support, claims for alimony, any of these things, please, for your sake, do not complete a divorce without consulting a good divorce attorney first. There is a reason we still exist. If you do want to prepare your own divorce forms and file for divorce yourself in Utah, you can sign up for our do-it-yourself divorce workshop. There's no better way to a DIY divorce. DIY divorce workshops are at the Snowbird Resort over a weekend, so you can relax and focus without distractions or worries. Food and lodging is included during your stay. You'll get detailed instruction from an attorney from our office from start to finish, including all the forms and instructions for filing and serving them. We even throw in some cool extras, including speakers or subjects on money management, mental health, and exercise, things to help you get through a divorce long after the paperwork is finished. It's all for $750. And if you're not satisfied, we offer you a no questions asked money-back satisfaction guarantee. If you can't, or inexplicably won't, come to Snowbird and join us, sign up for the same course on video. Thanks.